Thought I'd let you see the Santa Ana River Watch here. We're a little bit east of the airport. There's you can see some of the homeless camps out here. There's a homeless camp or a homeless guy down here on the right. But the amount of trash out here is just unbelievable. I guess this would be county jurisdiction. I turned in a couple of requests. The See Click Fix app, you can turn them in. The dumping or the whatever it is, graffiti. I turn a couple of these in. I'll see if they. I haven't been out here in a while. I'll see if they'll take care of it. I think the homeless guy's right down here on the right. He's down in the creek, so he may be bathing or I'm not sure. Maybe just swimming. It's hot. It's 105 when I left the house. His bike's right up here. He's got a cart and a bike. Yeah, right there. There's a couple bikes. Yeah, there's a wheel. Yeah, they might be stripping bikes out here. There's a couple bikes, and I thought I saw a guy down the creek, but look at this. This is everywhere, though. Wait till you see the pile down here. Yeah, it's a big old lawnmower. Creek's still pulling. You could almost kayak. Oh, there's a camp right there. Yeah, I see it. There's a lean-to and there's some people right there. Yeah, they probably they don't like visitors. They got that open, that drain right there. They'll go down in the drains. Some of them live in the drains, the pipes. It's cooler. Yeah, this must be where they go in here. You can file the piles of trash. Yeah, looks like a woman living down there. Maybe somebody else I can't see, but look at this mess. Some of this is construction guys doing this. All that concrete and all that. See if county, they could bring a couple flat trailers, all dump trailers out here, and jeez, I just wonder about if I post this, people will say, hey, we could go dump there. Between the homeless, that looks like sheriff. Yeah, that's a sheriff helicopter. Between the homeless and the dumpers, I remember coming out here when I first moved here, hiking out here. That's a helicopter. Sheriff 40 King. What's he doing? Doing low approaches, practicing. Low pass. That's Redlands Airport there on the right. And on the left, I'm not sure what this. I think it might be the quarry guys. See, there's a big old building with the meatball on it. Looks like like a MiG from over through the meatball. They call it big red circle. I'll turn so you can see it up here. This is where we used to come to watch the air show. I mean, right here, you're right at the approach end of the runway. Look at the mess here. Yeah, they're just dumping everywhere. Now the trailers are coming up. I don't know if you can see the meatball over there. That looks like a trucking company. There's all the trailers there, but the Opal Avenue, this is Opal Avenue, the north end, where it goes into the wash. There's, this looks like a trailer storage. This gate's normally closed. Like, we would walk around it with our wagons at the air show. Because they're right down here. I mean, they were right over the top of you. But, it was open. I came in. I'm kind of looking for dumping and graffiti. I can turn it into the county. And some of the stuff they'll come get. Some of it they won't. And when they won't, I'll come back and either pick it up or get somebody else that's got a bigger trailer or paint over the graffiti or power wash it off, pressure wash. See how somebody ran that gate and broke it? Yeah, somebody broke that gate. Not a lot of tagging down here, just lawn down here on this pole. Mostly trash dumping. Here's the reservoir here. I forget what they call this. There's a name for this place. Bristol Center. That must be a hauling company. There's that big mound of rock. Remember they got that mound of rocks too high? Because that's the approach end of the runway. They got it up about 200 feet. The pilots were saying, hey, if we're a little low, we're going to be bouncing off that pile of rocks. So they made them take about half that pile of rocks off. Now it's only 75 feet, 50 feet. You have one of these power, I think it's this one right here. Somebody already covered it with graffiti and some guy Pelon. Somebody needs to take his paint away from him. Pelon's been, I saw another tag of his up here. They hit a dumpster. So we're in, I guess it's Mentone, right? Mentone? We'll go down and see the doves. The doves are flying like crazy. Dove season opens, what is it, 29, 30, 31, Friday. So it's going to be a double witching hour. If you're going to the low desert, it's the annual pilgrimage for the dove hunters. They open Friday. So a lot of guys shoot single day and come back. They'll come back Friday night, but there'll be some staying, some going out Friday, Saturday. So go this way. You're going to see a lot of traffic. It's going to probably be double the traffic because the dove hunters, there's a lot of them go out there. I've been here. I usually go after the first day is just insanity. There's a lot of drunks and there's a lot of what we call low shooters. You know, if the dove cuts down low, dives low, you can't shoot because a lot of guys will be right out in front of you. That's the other problem when you camp and get a spot. Some chowderheads will pull in at 6 a.m. right before shoot time, and they'll go stand in front of you. I go, are we in the way? It's like, yeah, you're right in the way. And I've seen fist fights. I've seen guys shoot each other. It's really stupid. I've seen the wardens. My buddy got shot, and my buddy's on his way to go punch this guy in the mouth, and the warden saw it, and the warden kind of met him halfway and says, I got it. He went over to the guy and wrote him a ticket for unsafe shooting, I think is what they call it. But that was, yeah, my buddy he was ready to send somebody to the dentist. It hurts getting shot. I've been shot twice, turkey hunting and dove hunting. And quail hunting. Was it quail hunting, turkey hunting? I've been peppered dove hunting, but I never broke the skin dove hunting. Turkey hunting, I broke the skin, it stuck in me. And then quail hunting, I had this knucklehead. He was new, and I told him where to stand and how I was going to flush the covey, and he could stand right there and kill a bunch. And I said, don't move, don't shift on me. He shifted. And when he fired right into me. I got to go. Oh, okay, let me get out of your way here. You can drag race now. There you go. I guess that sheriff was just practicing low passes, I guess. There's the coyote. That's the one that's fighting the city over the lease. You know, it's a mess. I guess he missed a deadline, and it's a whole mess. Depends on who you're listening to, but the city seems like they kind of backhand dealed it, and they're trying to take it. From what I hear, he's going to just drop the hanger, which I guess he can legally. If they want it, they're going to take it from. There comes that helicopter, 40 King. Just demolish the hangar. Hey, you just rented us the land. We did all the improvements. If you don't want to play ball, I don't know if you can do that legally though. 40 King's on my right. Here comes another lady. Pay attention. Don't look at your phone. Looking back at something. Well, that's I'm gonna go down San Bernardino Avenue. I haven't been down there yet. Oh, she's getting out for something. What the heck's she doing? She can't be dumping. Not with everybody right there. They do it any time of the day. Usually it's at night. Nah, she just. Well, hold on. I remember that one lady. If you guys remember in the group. She might be. That lady that dumped the couch. And somebody saw her. She was in a van. And somebody saw her and followed her. And she lived like 2 blocks away. So she got freaked out, called the cops. The cops show up. And they had her for dumping. But she was saying the guy threatened her and made all this story up. So the cops said, you go pick up the couch. Nah, she didn't come to him. She was just stopped for something. He said, you go pick up the couch and I don't want to arrest either one of you. They both wanted the other one arrested. He didn't do well. He followed her, I guess. Then he didn't really do nothing to her. You know, she was mad because she got caught up on a couch, and she lived like 2 blocks away over here in Mentone. It was like, come on. That's a lot of people that they don't want to go to the dump. It's $13 for a couch for a regular pickup load. $13. But it's a half an hour over, half an hour back if you live over here. And some people are lazy and they don't want to spend even $13. But it's hotter in blazes, 100, like I said, 105 when I left. It's supposed to be 100, like a 7, 108. I'll have to look when I get home and see how hot it got. Usually around 3 is when it gets the hottest. I wanted to go down here and look at this. There's a couple dogs that get out here all the time. These people in the corner, they just let them run loose. These dogs get reported all the time. There's like he looks like kind of like a yellow lab mix with husky or German Shepherd. They're always out here by the soccer park, and it's basically, you can call animal control. Hopefully they'll keep picking them up and making them come pay for them to get them out. But God, their dog gets reported like once a week. And the soccer people, soccer down. Look out! I just went by Rev, and Rev's got those poor football players. I remember that we weren't this hot, but we were more humid. But man, it was like, I hated football practice right as in the beginning of the year, because you were out there, running hills and running with tires around your neck, and people puking, people going down with heat stroke. We're like ready to kill nobody, for the coaches. I'm surprised, when it gets so hot. I know, like in the military, of course, we were Air Force. They're a bunch of pansies, but they would, in the morning, if it was really hot, this was in San Antonio, if it was really hot, they put up a red flag. The humidity, too. The heat index was so high, and you couldn't march, and you couldn't PT. And I was down there in July and August, and we had a couple of days where they would check the flag. They say, it was like, no marching, no PT. It was like, yay. But they made up for it. They made us PT inside. Push-ups, and you had to pick it. They had wrought iron beds. They'd make you use those wrought iron beds as a weight. It was kind of funny because when I went in, the military was changing. It was like the old school, what they call them brown shoes. The new military, they were kinder, gentler. This is 77. And one day everybody's running downstairs, and I wasn't fast enough. The guy threw me down the stairs, the drill instructor. And he picks me up. He goes, oh, sorry. And I go, that's okay. And I was screwing up. And he's like, oh, sorry. They were conflicted. They couldn't cuss at you. They couldn't talk about your mom. It was all new rules, and they were trying to adapt. But some of them Yeah, these guys have been doing it for 20 years and they couldn't adapt. And a drill instructor doesn't apologize. And these guys would apologize because they were afraid of getting in trouble. But I just told the guy, I said, hey, I screwed up. And I wasn't hurt. He goes, you hurt? I go, nope. He goes, get out of here. And I just kind of bounced a few stairs. Not a lot. But it was so confusing to them. And after I graduated, we asked we could talk more one-on-one with the drill instructors, and we would ask them stuff like that. Is that hard to do? And they'd say, yep. It was probably the hardest thing. Some of them quit. They just didn't agree with the new policies. They just quit. They went back to another career field. They retrained. Well, that's it. I'm going to get home. Thanks for watching. See you.